traditional and customary rights,
protect the EV,
rights of access,
have water return to the streams.
land title.
We are the voices of our kupuna, so we must speak.
Protect the rights of Native Hawaiians. Give life to those rights.
Welcome everyone to tonight's edition and episode of our NHLC Presents. Tonight's show is going to talk about a burial issue that has been very prominent in recent news, and it's basically called the Naue area. And I wanted to ask Leonard here, our title searcher and genealogist with the Native Hawaiian Legal Corporation, to explain what is our title tonight all about.
Well, today's title is Nui Kaheva Ma Naue. It means the worst wrong that can happen in a certain area, in regards to the burials.
And where exactly is Naue for people's
Naue
benefit?
is in the area of Wainiha, close to the Haena district.
Which is where exactly?
It's on the northern part of the island. Of Kauai.
Okay, good. Yes, this is an area that is quite storied in legend, mele, and oli. We want to go a little bit to show people to get a good appreciation of this area, basically how beautiful it is. You can see from the backdrop of this area just why things developed as they did, a place of great prominence amongst Hawaiian cultural practitioners for this particular kind of area. The shot that you see here is along that shoreline in the northern Kauai coastline at Wainiha. Naue is the particular name of the area within Wainiha where this burial case evolved. But this shot is looking west along that coastline. Very beautiful spot that engages you immediately. It's a very special place for Hawaiians, as we'll explain. But that's just one shot. It goes on from there. You can see the beauty of this coastline looking directly out from the house lot known as Naue that was bought by Joseph Brescia, a real estate investor and builder who wanted to build a luxury home in this area. And this is basically the location of that lot. The ocean is to the top of this map. That funnel-shaped lot you see there is the actual parcel that's involved. And you can see that it has a kind of a very different orientation, triangular, and only about a half an acre at best, probably smaller, about 18,000 square feet, facing the shoreline. But it is a place that has become very prominent in the news because, as it turns out, maybe again, Leonard, you can explain, why was this such an important place for Hawaiians?
From what the information that we gathered, it appears that this certain area was a lena, or a leaping off place where the spirits of the deceased would leave and go into the realm of Milo, and to continue their journey on to Kahiki. This place was basically a leap, and just by acknowledging all the burials that were found in that area, you can see why, and the significance about the saying in regards to Napuhala o Naue, which is symbolic for possibly all the iwi that's in that area, and you can relate as far as that particular point being a significant and definitely a cultural point and site to all Native Hawaiians.
I understand that there are not many Lena Akeakua around in any given island. Do you have any estimate of how many there were on Kauai, for example?
I don't know for sure how much there were on Kauai, but I believe each island, you know, there was at least one Lena, one specific area. Like in Kaiana, if you
Here
you
on
know,
Oahu.
here on Oahu, if you would review some of the historical information coming from that particular point, you would know that that area was actually a leap too as well. So specific points on various islands, and just by the kupuna verifying this place as a leap, you know, it's really significant to Native Hawaiian people.
And I've heard there's 2 on Kauai, and the other one would be on the west side, so around. And one
Kekaha side, I believe.
Kekaha
Right?
side.
Yeah.
And one thing that Lena said that we can explain more too is Nahala o Naue. Hala is the hala tree, but it represents death or to pass, and it would be, you know, even more so confirming everything that it is a Lena, that it is a place where people who have passed on would go.
I think people like, you know, when you hear the music and the mele and the oli that comes out of this area, you know, people sort of relate that to, you know, a joyous, happy kind of, you know, they put the melody to the lyrics as being happy and joyous, but, you know, that's the kauna in the literature, based on the fact that this place was specifically, from what we know, as a burial, you know, place for Native Hawaiian people.
Thank you, Leonard. Camille Kalama worked up this case from the very beginning and has a lot of background about a lot of this information. And we turned initially, Camille, you called to an expert in this field. Can you talk a little bit about the role that Kai Markel currently